I haven't uploaded a vlog since October last year. It's been about 6 months since I uploaded my last video. It got too impractical to keep trying to upload the vlog. I was too busy, I had too much stuff going on. I just had to stop, I had to nip it in the bud. I've been itching to get back to vlogging. I'm going to be back soon, like in the next couple of months I hope. This video is just like an intermediary video to show you where I've been, what I've been up to. This video is like in November. I shot all this footage in November last year. This video is kind of important, or at least important to me. It's kind of relevant to the sort of canonicity of my life, my career, these videos that I've been uploading. So I think it's pretty interesting. I think you should stick around and check it out. I have some exciting news in the vlog today. Very excited. It's going to be a big, big change. You know how my workshop normally looks like this? And my studio looks like this, although it's a little bit messier than it normally is. Whoops. Well, not for much longer because I'm leaving. I'm leaving this studio and I'm leaving this workshop. I've been here for about 10 years. I'm a very sentimental person, so it's not easy for me to leave this workshop. I love this place. It has a special place in my heart. She was my first. But it's time to move on. It has been breaking my back trying to get stuff up and down those stairs. You know, being underground is probably not great for your lungs either. Look at this back wall. You see how black it is and mouldy? I'm breathing that in all the time. But I do love this space. It's been a great space. It served me well. This is my new workshop. Ta-da! Now I know it's super dark, but it's a big space. We haven't put any wires in it yet. We've got a lot of work to do. Can you guess where I am right now? You know, the first thing people always say to me when they come and visit me at my workshop is how on earth are you going to get all this heavy shit out? And depending on how far I'm moving away, ordinarily, that'd be a pretty big concern. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but in the background of basically every single vlog that I've ever posted, there's this one building in all of them. That's right, I'm renting the big green shed, and I'm super excited about it. Which means I only have to move things from here to here. Not so stressful now, is it?
I have gifts. My gifts.
Thank you.
Damn, it's busy in here.
Yeah, excuse the mess. It's kind of wild right now. I need to figure out how to start today's vlog. I'm a little bit overwhelmed. Shall I show you why?
Yes.
I don't really know how to start. I don't even know how to, like, what the first scene should be, because this is kind of an exciting episode, you know?
Oh, good. Cool.
Alright, bud. Cheers. See you later. Tom's been down helping me plot and plan a few things, and he's going to bring some wood by tomorrow. I'm going to cut it up for him. He's fitting out his loft, so just giving him some advice. Pretty soon I'm going to have my own loft to fit out. I'm going to have to do this one. Look at all these vines growing inside the building. I'm going to have to rip all those out. Okay, it's day one in the new building, and we've already had our first rain, and you might have noticed that there's a lot of holes in this building, both in the walls and in the ceiling. So far the only puddle that I found is right there. So I'm going to have to get up on the roof at some point and fix that. It's going to be a lot of work. Hell of a lot of work. You know, there's no wires. We don't even have any lights. I have one light in the garage, but none of these other lights work. Everything's kaput. Chris is going to have to do all my wires again for me. I'd have to go down any stairs to get out. So it's 6 months later. I got all my stuff in here. No idea how I did it. I think it's because everything's in piles, like kind of randomly stacked right now. Before, everything was consolidated and neat. So I think maybe everything's just more spread out than it normally is. But it seems like I have way, way more stuff than I could ever possibly fit in my old underground workshop. Just look at this. All this stuff. It's just everywhere. Everywhere you look, it's just mountains and piles of garbage. You know, this move is significant for me for reasons that go beyond just a mere relocation. I've always coveted getting a workshop like this. Ever since I first moved into my old workshop, there was like a whisper there might be a possibility, but I was always careful not to get my hopes up. The previous owner of this place was this guy called Mike, and he would always say to me, Josh, when we retire, you should really try and take this place over. You know, Mike wasn't just like an ordinary guy. He was kind of like a symbol of a fading era. He was like a true Renaissance man in a time when individuals like this are becoming increasingly rare. He just had this like wild skill set. Like he could do anything from build a house to fix a car, anything, you name it. Unfortunately, Mike passed away on the 23rd of September, 2022. And when he passed away, I lost a pretty significant mentor. He taught me an unbelievable amount. He did me so many favors. That's Mike right there. He helped me get this fly press right here into my workshop. So it's not just about renting the physical space. There's kind of an element of kind of like trying to honor his memory. I think if he was here now, he'd be like really pleased that this place was being used for something like this. I think he'd be happy about the kinds of things that I'm trying to do. You know, Mike had like a little living room space set up right here. He'd have his sofa right there. There's a couple of extra armchairs if people were visiting. And he'd always be sat there whenever I walked in. Whenever I came through the big door, I'd walk through. And without a doubt, he'd be sat there drinking a cup of tea. I like to think he was just sort of contemplating life. And he basically seemed to never move unless somebody needed him. I tried on many occasions to repay my debt to Mike, but he basically always declined. His philosophy was that he would do nice things for people who needed help, and the way that you repay that debt is to do something nice for somebody else who needs help later on down the line. And that's a pyramid scheme that I can definitely get behind. You see, giving advice is not always the best thing to do. Sometimes, and Mike had this down, the best thing you can do is lead by example and then hope that other people follow your example. That's much better than trying to tell people what to do, because people generally, they don't want to listen. Anyway, Mike taught me so much over the years that he did me tons of favors. I had no chance of ever catching up, repaying that debt, so whatever. Mike had his procession from the yard outside here, and he was a real like Hells Angels type guy. And all of his buddies that were into biking, they came, they escorted his hearse from the yard to the funeral. When Mike rented that shed, it was full of all of his stuff, and he had like cars, go-karts, bikes, scooters, Chevy pickups, like all that kind of stuff. GT40 sports car. We always used to joke that it was like he was like an expendable or something. He really sort of fit that vibe. Anyway, that's my Mike story. That's the end of the vlog this evening. Sorry if the pacing was like a little bit slower in the second half of this video. It's surprisingly difficult to make the second half. There's a lot of like, you know, emotive clips and stuff. I want to do a good job. I try to make my videos kind of with a good energy, but I don't know. I did my best, all right? Also, I'm keeping this studio. I just couldn't resist. I cannot get rid of it. It's staying, and it's mine. See you soon.